Might take a minute. What is up, everybody? It is Connor with Rippin Discs, and we are back. We're going to show you guys how to throw better approach shots and how to be more consistent, and let's get started. And just like that.
So beginning with the upshots, one of the main objectives here is to make sure you land close to the basket. Don't always try and make it and put yourself in a bad situation, but get within that 10 to 15 foot range just so you can tap it in. So what we're gonna do first, Connor is gonna show you how he approaches the approach shots from about 100 feet away and give you a feel of what he likes to do.
When I'm approaching from about 100 feet, I like to throw a putter at it, and I would prefer to throw an overstable putter, and so I have the consistency that I want. I know where it's gonna go. It's gonna be overstable. It's gonna come back to the left or go straight. And then from there, I can work on the angles. I could put anhyzer on it. I could put nose up. I could put it on a hyzer, just so I can get the release angles. But for now, I just prefer to put it out kind of flat and then let it hyzer right at the basket. And that's how I throw my approach shots. And when you're looking at the technique, what I like to do is keep my feet pretty straight at the target. And then when I throw, you don't need to turn your head back because you're not doing a full reach back. You're only throwing 100 feet. So I like to keep my eyes at my target and only do this kind of like a, you know, half, 3/4 reach back just to right here, and then release flat. And that way I can really focus on the angle I'm getting, and I can really focus on my release point and landing the disc where I want. When I get to the practice field, I line up the basket about 100 feet out, grab my putters because you don't really need anything faster than that at 100 feet, and lining up my shot, looking at the basket. Then I'm gonna focus on the different angles. So I'm gonna throw a hyzer, a flat shot, and an anhyzer, and really work on the different angles with the different discs, and kind of keep it nose up a little bit by keeping my elbow up here and keep the nose up so I can control the distance, and try to put it as close as I can to the basket so I don't have to worry about putting. All right, flat shot. Well, I'll do a hyzer first. Pretty good shot, a little long. All right, flat. And that's what I really want to do, is just kind of put that nose up so it could stop the disc right at the basket. Do an anhyzer. And I also want to focus on my feet. On this anhyzer, I'm going to put this foot back a little bit so I can really get this angle down. Oh, go in. No, a little short. And that's really what you want to do, is just get to the field, focus on the main techniques, and then really perfect those. And so you're consistent at it every time. And so that when you get to the course, you're not worried about it. You can really focus on just putting it close to the basket. And then as you go further and further, you can either throw it a little harder, you can do a little run up, just a slow one, or you can disc up to a mid-range and really just work on the different distances and that control that you have around that distance.
When I'm doing my approach shots from about 100 feet, I am primarily a forehand thrower. I like to throw flat ones, but every once in a while I will come down on it and let it flex out with a super overstable putter. That is my preferred disc while I'm doing these. Just to start out, why I like to throw a forehand, I feel like I get to stay directly at the basket and everything just feels way more in control for me. So when I'm gonna take this disc, I am gonna aim about 10 feet to the left of the basket typically, because this is so overstable. And so when I'm throwing flat, it's gonna get to the ground and just most of the time stick to the ground for me. So there's about a 5 to 10 footer there. And then when I chop down on it, I like to air it out a little bit more, put it up there and give it time to flex so it's a really soft landing. And that's how I prefer to do it. I feel I can just get it within where I want. That's only 10 to 15 feet. those should be tap ins all day. Forehand approaching is the way I will do it if I can. One of my favorite things with my approach shots is even if the distance moves quite a bit further, I only have to add a little bit of arm speed and I get there pretty easily. So we're at about 150 feet here, and exact same throw, about 10 feet, but just a little more snap on my wrist to get me up that distance. Right there. And then I do have a tailwind, so I've got to, when I put it up in the air higher, I've definitely got to snap a lot harder with the tailwind. Still, just falls right into place when you do that big, high flex shot. Be sure to go practice these at the field, get your approach shots within this range, and you're gonna be having easy scoring, not worrying about putting. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more tutorial videos and vlogs and everything disc golf related. Our merch is linked down below, #GrowTheSport. We do have these hoodies out now. Go check them out. Thanks for watching today. See you guys in the next one. Rippin' Discs, we are out.